Hey you guys, it's Arielle and welcome to my channel. So I want to do a little different video today and I'm going to show you my art collection from when I first started drawing. So I thought it would be very important to start off with this because I did this when I was in 5th grade and I really feel like this assignment is what made me want to start drawing. So we had to do a story and then we had to make a drawing, and this is what it looks like. Obviously I was very influenced by Dragon Ball Z at the time, but I tried my best with coloring. As you can see, I was in an after school program and the people that were there, they saw me working on it obviously, and they all encouraged me like, oh, you did a really great job, you should keep drawing, and that's what really motivated me to continue drawing. So I just want to go ahead and show you guys the rest of my drawings from when I first started. Alright, so hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. This is the first binder with my first drawings, as you can see. Anyway, let's just keep moving, and I just want to show you my first drawings. I believe these were back in 2002, and yeah, I did a lot of characters from video games like Sonic. This is from Chrono Cross and stuff like that. A lot of this stuff is pretty embarrassing, so I'm just gonna skip through. This was like an original character that I made for a comic, or manga I should say. I will show you that later, but yeah, I made some of my own characters which don't look that great, but anyway. And I do know that I made some characters from, you know, my favorite anime and whatnot. This was another original character. So I even wrote like before 2003, 11 years old. So yeah. And I also was very much into The Legend of Zelda. So I have Young Link, I have Adult Link, and Young Link, I was like a huge Young Link fan. And this was from a magazine, and this is actually from Powerpuff Girls, if you guys remember that character. So yeah. And I also did some school projects, so this is kind of embarrassing, but obviously we needed to make an advertisement for, I guess, whatever, so I decided to do toothpaste, and this is my advertisement for Crest toothpaste here. This is a comic thing that we had to do for class, and just random stuff. So we have Yuffie here. I was also very into Kingdom Hearts at that time. Again, Legend of Zelda. I don't know what's going on here, but anyway, let's just keep this moving. And oh, I made my own friends, and I have their names on there, so I'm just gonna skip that. And so yeah, I did a lot of Kingdom Hearts stuff, as you can see. Just random stuff, some Pokemon. Dragon Ball Z. I was very into Dragon Ball Z, as you can tell, so I did a lot of that kind of stuff. This is Spirited Away, which is my favorite movie, and it's just random stuff here. Some more Link, and oh my gosh, this is just like so crazy. I love how I added the dates though, so like I know this is from 2003. And let's just keep this moving. So I did stuff from like video games and just stuff that I saw in anime magazines like this. So yeah, it's just kind of crazy to go back and see this stuff. And the fact that I haven't drawn in years, you know? Oh my gosh. Link without his hat. I was like so crazed about that. I'm like, oh my god. So yeah, just a bunch of random things. I made my own girl version of Link, as you can see. And Full Metal Alchemist. So yeah, just stuff like that. I don't even know what some of this stuff is. It's a lot of random stuff. Just a bunch of random doodles, and we have Mikami from Death Note over here. So that was from 2007, and I have other binders and sketchbooks that I will show you guys right now. Okay, so this is another sketchbook I have. As you can see, the top just like completely broke apart, but let's just open this up, and as you can see, the pencil, the graphite just completely smudged this out, but at one point this looked decent, and it's Princess Zelda back in 2003. A lot of this stuff is kind of embarrassing, to be honest, so I don't know if I will show everything, But here's some original characters that I made. I don't even know. That's very much Chobits inspired, and just a bunch of random things. So yeah, we have Chobits and Azumanga Daioh. Just some stuff from random anime that I never actually watched. So yeah, this was from the cover of a New Type magazine, which is an anime magazine. And I was very influenced by that stuff as well. So then I did stuff like this, like stippling. And I drew like my hands and my feet, which was kind of very bad looking. But I actually was at one point in a drawing class, and we had to like do stuff like that. And that didn't last very long, I'm guessing because it was very expensive. But anyway, so I have some random stuff here and there on that. Just some random characters. Yu Yu Hakusho. I am in love with Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, so a lot of this stuff is kind of embarrassing, so I'm just going to skip through this and just move on to the next drawings. Alright, so here's another binder I have here. So let's open this up. So we have Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Again, very influenced by Kingdom Hearts. Legend of Zelda, of course. And I have these drawings on my DeviantArt page as well. So you can go and feel free to check that out. I will leave that in the description. And here is Yuna from Final Fantasy X, which is my favorite video game of all time. And again, very heavily influenced to draw characters from there. Spirited Away, Kingdom Hearts, stuff like that. I also used to draw actual people. So I was in a summer program, and the kids there, you know, I would draw some of them, and this one in particular, I drew her and then she took my drawing away, and I was so sad. But she at least gave me a copy, but I just felt so like, why did you take my drawing away? So yeah, just random stuff from video games. Stelvia, I never watched the show, but I just really liked how their eyes looked and whatnot, so I just wanted to try that out. And again, like stuff from magazines, like advertisements or whatever that they had, some random characters, and Riku, which is the first drawing that I've submitted to DeviantArt. And I am also currently working on a redraw of this, so stay tuned for that, because I'm really excited to hopefully show you guys what I've been working on. And here is Titus or Titus. I've always said Titus, I'm not sure, that's probably wrong, but anyway, let's just keep moving. So I have Riku from Final Fantasy X2, Full Metal Alchemist. This guy, I think I found him on Newgrounds. Like, my friend and I used to watch Newgrounds a lot before YouTube was a thing. So yeah, I was also very influenced by his drawings and his flash animations. Again, Full Metal Alchemist and Wolf's Rain. I love Wolf's Rain as well. So again, Full Metal Alchemist, my own random character, just cuteness, and yeah, Paranoia Agent, old person. Yeah. And I also in high school was in some drawing classes, so we had some assignments, and these were just drawings that I had to make from magazines or whatever. So this is obviously from a very famous painting. Oh, I'm sorry, I think I moved the camera. So yeah, I made the farmer, I drew him, I drew this guy from an ad, and most of these are from advertisements that I saw in magazines that we just had to like draw stuff. So I used to draw real people as well. I really do enjoy doing that. And again, this is on my DeviantArt as well. This is Miyavi, and there is Elle, so yay! And this is just some kind of interesting character, I don't even know. And this is Nier from Death Note, and this was for another class that I had to do, and we had to make a screen print. So this is actually my screen print design, and I have it on a t-shirt, so let me go and show you guys what that looks like. Alrighty, so here is what the t-shirt looks like. It's been in my closet forever. So it's very wrinkled. But yeah, there it is. There is my t-shirt with Nier on it. Alright, moving on. So this was a drawing that I did. At this time, I was very into photographers, and I was into this one photographer, and when I saw this, I just was in love with the hair. I don't know why, but I just really like drawing hair, so I will draw individual strands, and when I saw this photo, I was like, oh my god, I need to draw that hair. So I asked her, and she said yes, so I was able to draw that. That was pretty awesome. And this was from a manga, because, you know, I was into yaoi and stuff, so yeah, let's just move on from that. And I don't know where this came from, but I really like the pose, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, and Mellow and Matt from Death Note, and this is Nana from the manga Nana, and they had an actual real-time movie, so yeah, I was in love with that series as well. And over here, this is the manga that I created that I was talking about. It is over 140 something pages, so I'm not gonna go through all of it, but I just wanted to show you guys. So I call this Android 14. I don't even know. So I'm just gonna flip through some pages. If you want to read it, you can feel free to pause the video. But yeah, I made my own manga. I actually made a couple of them. But this is the first one that I ever made, and I was looking at it and I'm just like, oh my god, all the memories and whatnot. So yeah, I don't even know. It's just like crazy to think about. And I think I put that I started this when I was 11. So that's why the drawings look so bad. But anyway, so yeah, it's just great memories. And this was the second manga that I made, and it was called Teens Next Door, because I am so original, I know. And I made this, I started it when I was 13, and honestly, this manga, I don't even know. Like, this one is so inappropriate. So I don't know if I want to show this. So also in high school, I was in photography class. So I did a lot of photos of my friend. We did film photography in high school. There wasn't digital, it was all film. So this was one of them. This is my friend, who I would consider my best friend, even though I'm really bad at like keeping communication. So I'm sorry if you hate me, but I love you. So this is one of those photos, and I'll have a lot of photos of her. This is actually another friend of mine, and I saw this pose in an advertisement, I think for like 9 West or something, and they had this pose, but she was holding like a purse or something. But I just really liked the way it looked, so I gave her this getup, which is my clothes at the time. What was this? What year was this? This was back in 2008. So I was like 17 at the time, you know, like the rebellious teenage years or whatever. So yeah, I just gave her some of my random clothes, and then I was like, oh, just do this really awkward pose, and it turned out to be really cool. I really like how it turned out. And this was actually featured in an art gallery, which is the first time I've ever been featured in an art gallery, so that was really cool. That was a really nice experience. And I made a bunch of, like, I guess you would consider fashion photography. So here's one of my friend just sitting down in her little fancy dress. And then I made one like this, which I really like the way this one turned out as well. So yeah, there's that one. Then we have her here just sitting on a bench, and I believe this was in the graveyard. And I know that's kind of like, why would I take photos in a graveyard? But the lighting was really nice, so yeah, that was good. So here she is by a tree, and I just really like this one for the texture of the tree and the contrast that it gives. I really like the way that one turned out. And here she is again. It just looks like something that would come out of a magazine. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. And here she is. That was the first photo that I showed you, but this one's a cropped version. And I really like the way this one turned out. Unfortunately, it's too dark, but I can't fix it because it's film. So yeah. But I really like that way that one came out with the bridge and the high contrast of the sun hitting her face directly, but she's facing her back. I don't know. I really like that one. And then I wanted to do a different kind of photo shoot where she was like dressed as a guy. So we did some guy-ish poses, I guess, of stuff like that. And again, I was in the graveyard, so I took a picture of a really pretty grave. So there's that. And this was actually in my own community. So there's like this bridge here and there's supposed to be water, but there's no water there anymore. So yeah, we were able to do that and I really liked the way that one turned out. And here's another one of her just standing there looking beautiful as usual. And another graveyard picture. Here's another guy-ish photo shoot. I kind of like the way this one turned out as well. So yeah, another guy-ish photo right over here. And this one I took while I was in Puerto Rico. But as you can see, I'm not really a good photographer, so it looks way too dark, but I can't really do anything about that anymore. And this one was also from Puerto Rico, so there's that one as well. While I was into photography, I was also into what they call photo manipulations, which is a digital way of manipulating photos, and you can combine different photos together and add effects and whatnot. So I was really into that as well, since at that time I didn't have like a professional camera that I could take really nice photos with. So I'm gonna go and show you a few of my photo manipulations here. So let's see here. Okay, so this one, I actually entered this one in a contest in DeviantArt and I did not expect it at all, but I actually won first place, which was amazing. And I really like the way that this one turned out. Actually, this is all white snow, like all of this was white, and I manipulated it in a way to make it look like it was dark and mysterious looking and stuff, and the sun just like pops out at you, and I just really like the way that this one turned out. And let's see, so I did a lot of dark-ish art. So we have this girl here with the violin string and she's like trying to, okay. And then I have this one here which is kind of like scary looking, kind of like a horror movie type of thing. And then we have a lot of texture going on with the scratches, and I really like that effect. So yeah, as you can see, very dark, very gloomy. Not sure what kind of place I was in at that time, but yeah. And this one, these are really creepy looking, to be honest, but I really like the way that this one turned out because the original photo looked nothing like this. So that was pretty cool. And this one just looks like a really old horror film or something like that. And then I have stuff like this. It is, well, it used to be so difficult to find really good guy stock. Stock photos are like these photos that I'm using in these photo manipulations, and this guy was just like so awesome. So yeah, I definitely used him a lot in my photo manipulations because I didn't want to always use girls, you know. And here is another one here, again kind of dark-ish, but I like the way that it looks, so yeah. And then we have another one here, and then this one here is actually the beach, but I made it to look very cold looking. And then I have a bunch of scratches, so I was really overboard on the scratches, to be honest, but I just really like the way that it looked, and it just gave it that nice texture that I prefer. And then this is my other friend, and she is beautiful as usual. So I had to use that photo of her. And then I have this one here. Oh my god, I remember making this, and I did not do anything the easy way. So I like hand erased like each individual crevice of these bars, and that took me like all day. It took me all day just to cut all this out because the girl and the bars were all in the same picture. So I had to like cut each individual part out, and it took me forever to do that. Like, it was not even fun. But I really like the way it turned out, so that's good at least, right? And then we have this one over here, and then we have this one. I really like the way this one looks as well. It's just really bright but very mysterious looking. And then this one, I really like the way, you know, the the tissue just like I don't know, and I just like made everything slanted. Gives it a different effect than my usual stuff. And here's the last one that I printed out, a little more happy, very bright and colorful. So yeah, that is basically all of the stuff that I printed out anyway. I do have a lot more in my DeviantArt page, so you can feel free to check that out and let me know what you think. But I just wanted to do something a little bit different and show you guys my little creative side. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, bye guys.